Hi, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Celebrity Special on Waka, Canada. And here with me in the studio, I have another beautiful and talented co host,
Hello,
Kara.
everyone. Nice to be here again with all of you. Celebrate special Waka. And today we also have another very, very special person with us.
He's a comedian.
Yeah, you gonna laugh?
So I want to advise that you have your cup of water beside you because today's episode is going to be funny.
Yes, but don't drink the water while he's talking because that make you God.
We have with us today in our studio no other person other than I call him David because I love that name, King David.
King David.
But I'll allow him introduce himself to us. So,
Yes. How do I introduce myself? I'm terrible at introductions. So how do I
Say
do
your
that?
name.
your name. Who
Okay,
Where
my
is
you
name-
from, what you
David?
do.
What I do, right?
Yes.
Where I'm from, right?
Yeah.
What else again?
Things like that.
Everything.
Okay, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for that opportunity. Good day, ladies and gentlemen, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper. I would like to introduce myself by saying, but before I do, I'd like to give honor to whom honor. Maybe you want to hear introduction. You will hear introduction to.
I told you guys, this guy is funny.
Oh my God. So my name is David. I'm well known as Davidson. Yes, so a Nigerian young man who is a comedian. So Davidson is like my brand name, and I'm a content creator, and I'm a free thinker. Anything like I've dropped some hit songs too. So yeah, I'm also a fantastic artist too.
Are
You
you
an
saying
artist.
no? I know you're a comedian. So
Yeah.
please tell me that is true.
It's true. I have 2 hit songs online doing numbers
And
everywhere.
I wanted to ask that too because
Yeah.
I did saw like some music and then I saw the name Davidson and like,
Yeah.
is he a musician as
Yeah,
well?
it's
He's
called-
everything.
Wow.
He's everywhere.
I dropped Just the Play in December. Yeah. And then last year I did Normally, which was like, the one
That's
that
that's
opened me
the
up.
first time I met him. That was what blew me out. Normally.
Normal,
But that's
normal.
that's good.
Mhm.
So, do you want me to address you as David or Davidson?
Davidson, so that my people would know me. You say
Davidson.
David now, they would think I'm the one that killed Goliath. But my hand is not there. I don't know anything about it.
David can be a lot of people, but Davidson just one.
Just one. That's
Yeah.
me.
So, Davidson, when did comedy come into play?
Comedy has always been a part of my life, basically. Right from when I was very, very young, I was one of the youngest. I was second to the last child anyway. But I was the one that the whole family would gather and pause a movie
Center.
and say, tell us how the movie is going. They just like to hear me talk. I used to be the kid that everyone would, love to hear. I was very funny back then at home and all of that. So, but then professionally, I think it was about 2011 or so that I started like professionally, like when I began to go out, do events
shows
and
and
charge and all of
stuff.
that. So that was it.
And
actually.
before you went professional, you were making fun of a lot of people
Of
around
a lot
you.
of people
That's
around
how
me.
they
As in,
know.
you don't just come close to me.
So did you just dabble into it because you were funny at home, or something prompted you and you said, this is it. I've decided this is what I want to do.
I will say, I think I'm not sure there was like an encounter that sort of made me feel I would do it, but I just saw everything around me, pushing me into it. Because aside being the funny guy at home, I was also doing well in school, and while I was growing up, like very, very young, they used to take me for auditions back then in Actors Guild of Nigeria.
Ah.
Yeah, I used to do small Waka pass as a young boy that time and all of that. So, so basically, it was I just needed to do something with my life to be successful. And there's this thing my father used to do then. He used to, blessed memory, lost him a few months ago. So yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. So he used to, all of his children as soon as you come of age, when it's time for you to get into the university, that wait between the WAEC, she may not relate. That wait within JAMB and WAEC, before you wait that year, he sort of just puts you somewhere.
So
He has a
learn
plan to learn a
something,
trade. Some it was nursing, the other one architecture. So everybody was just going. So when it was my turn, he just left me and moved on to the next person, my younger brother. And I'm like, who be this guy? So I was interested, like, no, like, yo, show me, do put me on the line. I'm still young. I probably don't know my left from my right. Push me. And then he just told me one time that you just go. Just go.
Play.
Just go. He just did it like, well, you don't worry about anything. It felt like, I already knew what I was doing, but I was confused. So I think it was then that I began to look and I said, you know what, let me just begin to go out true. And then, yeah, that was it.
So you had like a free path to choose how you would go.
Yeah, and then not everybody had that in my house. I think it was just me that he said, I just gave that liberty.
Wow. So technically you're saying that your other siblings, your dad kind of points the path.
Yes.
For
not
them.
necessarily. He didn't necessarily say, this is what you are going to do. But while you wait,
there was
while
expectation.
You wait, that expectation.
Oh,
why don't just have
was
this?
Grooming them for.
Yes. Why don't just have this? Why don't just have this extra skill? And for me, it just left me like.
So what did you study in school originally?
Yes, my first degree was entrepreneur and business management.
What school is that?
That's the prestigious National Open University of Nigeria.
Wow.
Yes.
This guy is a big boy.
Yes. I didn't plan it. I didn't
private
plan it.
school.
I didn't plan it, actually. The thing is, I wanted to do computer science. It's not like I really planned, but anything just to escape suffering.
Can you see yourself behind the desk, like just working the computer?
My point exactly. So when I got the admission, comedy was already in the picture.
Oh.
So I knew it was going to be very difficult to do something that's serious and do comedy. So I felt like, let me just do something that, it would be easy for me to, because I made a decision that I will not leave one for the other.
Oh.
Yes, I said I will not leave comedy for school. I will not leave school for comedy.
So you struggled between both.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how was it?
It was not easy.
I know, because that was a serious kind of course you're taking as against comedy.
Yeah.
Work and play.
My first year I didn't fail, but I got many carryovers because I was so passionate about this work. Like
about comedy.
Yes. Because then I used to get a lot of gigs,
And in
Nigeria,
that's back in
every
Nigeria,
weekend.
you start like getting gigs.
Yeah. So what was the first job you did? Who was it? Kind of through someone, or you went for audition or something? What was that first hit that's
when you turned
professional? I think I went to perform at a church, like a night vigil. They used to do all these praise nights and all of that, variety nights, and then they just call us as comedians. Come, So from there, somebody called me to perform at his own event, and that was like my first paid event. And by the grace of God, the guy said he was going to pay me 400. 400 naira.
Okay.
But till today, I don't know if you're watching this, my brother. I can't remember your name, but God knows you will not run with my 200 naira balance. He paid me 200 and he held till today. Anywhere you are, just know that I have not forgotten this thing. He's still paying me on live TV.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So he didn't pay me.
So in your journey into comedy, did you encounter anyone that kind of mentor you into it, like, kind of tutor you through your way to where you are?
Oh, yes. I mean, quite a number of people. Passed through quite a number of people, from close mentors to distant mentors to allies and to, even friends that were ahead, of course, that you can't help but, learn from them, which is, of course, mentorship. So, yes, quite a number. There's nothing to me. He's like my brother, like a cousin. That's like the first person that inspired me to say, you know what, you've always wanted to do it. And he pointed the path, introduced me to his friends. That's Sako, everybody really. So these were the guys that actually, that beginning stage showed me, and they've never left me, even till now, sir.
To me, it looks like you have everything, like, kind of stage
on the
for
control.
you. You had it all easy.
my
Some people
brother.
come
And
like, it wasn't easy, the journey, but yours seems to be like God just puts people there for you.
Yeah.
And that's a
So
I
good
think it's beginning to
question.
make sense to me because I've
begins to
never
make
seen it
sense to you
this way.
now.
I've never seen it because it's been actually really tough.
And that's what I wanted to ask.
Mm.
Like, as a comedian
Mhm.
who, as the profession is making people laugh,
Mhm.
what do you do and how struggles you need to face to be taken serious?
Oh, that's like that's a battle that will almost never end. Because
Wow.
almost everywhere you go, you are, you want to express yourself, or
Mhm.
even I'm still very much not married, not because I don't want to get married, but
You can toast girl.
you can toast get because stop joking. I'm like, no,
Why
I'm
is that?
serious
You
now.
want to propose and they start laughing?
And then is it like is it supposed to be funny that I'm still single at this? Is this
funny?
supposed to be funny? Like, take me serious. Stop joking now. I'm not playing. And then, so we get that a lot. Aside though the relationship and all, like sometimes, people sort of just feel like because you're a comedian that, you just have, and comedians are intelligent people.
I agree.
Yeah, it takes a
I
lot
agree,
if you
yes.
know the mathematics that goes into performing on stage.
Okay.
Because especially performing with Nigerian audience, that distractions can be everywhere. Somebody might just be talking, and while you're on stage, you need the attention of people for people to understand your joke, for that communication to to make sense. And so you are in the middle of the joke, you just hear something. You need a serious tactics
Focus.
to bring their focus back to you.
Mhm.
So comedians are not
No be
dull
child's
people
play.
now.
No be
Very
child's
intelligent
play. No be
craft.
child's
And you
play.
need to be really knowledgeable as well, know what's going on, right?
True, 100%.
So, my other question is, what triggered the change of environment? Why did you decide to relocate?
Why did I decide? I think for me, it was just the wish or the hope to study abroad.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was a very tough decision for me, especially at the point where my career was, just going
True.
on its own, was just going like that, was just soaring. I mean, people were beginning to now identify with me, like this guy, yeah, and all of that. And then it was now that time I say, Omo, are you sure you want to make this move? But I just feel like, I like to challenge myself. I like to challenge myself. I like to go in the direction that nobody is going.
Talking about the peak of your career, I know about the time you left. There's this comedy skit that was,
Oh, just to laugh.
just too
laugh.
funny,
Just too funny.
That was.
Yes.
I still saw it
Oh, the audition.
yeah, that
Yeah.
audition episode.
Oh my God.
What's the story with you?
What
and them?
that is epic. I really love it, and that was
Yes.
where I got to know who Davidson is, and I tell you, they have lots of views on it and everything. So what this guy Lasisi and Josh, what is the connection between both of you? How did you get to meet? Are they kind of one of few of your mentorship, or how did you get to meet them?
We met somewhere along the line in the line of the business of the job. So Josh and I have come, we've been friends for a number of years, and we just met at events like normal. Everybody was hustling that time. We shall meet in the show. Alpha, hey, nice one. Another show again, Alpha, and then we began to vibe, and then I had a strong connection, and you know how destiny is. It just sort of brought us together. And we are now in our own normal. So for the audition, he just came up with the idea and said, guys, what do you think? I think we should get this. And we started, I think it was in 2016 or 2017 that we started the audition.
Do you miss the show?
Yes, I do. But I love the show. I love to watch it, much more than being on the show. I watch the episodes and I just laugh because it's just a very unique creation. So
How long were you with them?
I was with them from 2017 till this year.
Oh, very recent.
Am I sure?
Any
Yeah, last year,
Any
I
plan
think.
to go back, collabo, or do something with them again?
Why not? Maybe in the nearest future. So anytime. We have a series coming up soon, the Neighbor series. We used to do that before, and then we have
The neighbor series.
the
Is it here in
neighbor series.
Canada?
What is it about?
You're
I-
doing it here in Canada.
No. Like the series is already. We shot it back home, so we're just waiting to drop it.
to
soon.
drop it soon.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
and
episode by-
that's
So the
nice.
series is. You need to see it on YouTube.
What is that about?
So it's a concept that between I and my neighbor. So my neighbor is a very terrible person. He does this what do you call that word now? Gaslighting on another level. So he is one that does me evil, all the bad things you can think of. And then when I talk to him about it, he puts it back to
on
me.
you.
Yes, like you really need to watch it to understand the story, because it's crazy how I find that he makes it come back to me that at the end of the day it's almost like I'm the one at fault.
Oh.
For example, one time
It's a mind game in
It's
there.
a mind
game.
Yes.
and it's no, you need to watch it to understand it. Let me not ruin it
so,
for you.
So
when
that
is it
that
released?
that is that. Let's leave that.
There are a
for
couple
when
of series
it's coming.
episodes on YouTube, so you can just catch up.
couple
Oh,
of
it's already
episodes are
running.
Already over
Oh.
maybe like
So what
20
is
or
the
30.
name? How should we search?
The Neighbor series.
The Neighbor series.
Yes,
Oh,
Davidson
so
and
okay.
Just Too Funny.
So they should go and watch it. Okay, Davidson, bringing us back to Canada and comedy. How has the journey been since you arrived Canada? Did you start up as a comedian once you entered Canada, or you picked up on the regular job? So how's the journey been so far?
I think no, of course I started off as a comedian. Right
Immediately?
immediately. Yeah.
I'm saying Davidson is lucky.
Right on, right on.
Anybody will come and say, I waited and waited and waited.
No, I'm not
You
lucky.
came here again now and
He's
say
focused.
you started immediately.
No, I'm not lucky.
Okay.
I think I'm blessed
Oh.
and highly favored.
Okay.
You are supposed to clap at this point.
But seriously, it seems that's been a very smooth journey for you. Very few will tell me I started immediately.
I would say like focused, like knowing what you want and like pursuing this and like not letting things outside take you away
No,
from your
no,
way.
Carol,
That's
I
really
disagree. I would
important.
ask him, why was it easy for you to just start up? Is it like they've paid the way for you to come in?
When I was coming here, I didn't tell anybody.
Oh,
There was no plan. Because the times I told people about moving or doing anything in my life, it didn't work out.
oh.
Yeah.
So you kept to yourself.
I'm a very free person. If you're around me, you will know. You will. If you're like, I don't allow people into my space. But if you are in my space, it means I trust you. So you would get everything. You would know everything about me. So I noticed that a few times it doesn't work for me.
Wow.
So I just feel like it's maybe I just need to begin to listen to myself. Yeah, basically. So when I got in here, I sure knew I would do comedy. So it was about 1-2 weeks later that I began to, I think when I made the post, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks later when I landed, that's when I made the post, like, I was in Canada now. Where are those people that are saying, do you still want to come to Canada?
Canada.
We are here now, come and beat us.
Ah.
And then a lot of people began to reach out, oh my God, are you doing comedy here? Blah, 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 and all of that. And, so since then it's been, good.
Good. So comedy for you is your full-time job here in Canada.
Yes.
And it's like
Normal.
it's normal.
It's
Let
normal.
me not come out with it with the financial thing. It's normal.
One of the things again that opened me up, to come in here was, I'm grateful, and I have to say is that when Basket Mount and AY came to Canada for their tour, they added me to the list, and I was able to, do the tour with them.
Network.
I traveled different cities with Basket and AY, especially AY. Anyway, we went to different cities, about 7 or 8 cities here, and that sort of opened me up to.
So you already did your homework,
headlining.
like where,
Yeah.
what, who.
Yeah, truly. And of course, people like, my good friend MC Morris, have always been putting me on the Don, So these people we've always known from back home anyway. So we just connected again here, and they've been very instrumental. They've been very helpful too.
So how has it been blending in their midst? Because I know it's not easy. Do you guys see yourself as competing with each other, or have it been blending in their midst?
We're never even rich. Never even plenty rich. The market here is big. It's just that there's a circle that it is hovering around for now.
Okay.
So some of us are not
In the circle,
in
yes.
the circle. We are just playing from outside. But
So what does it take to enter the circle?
I don't know. But the bad thing about me is that
you go enter,
I just do my own.
or you would just want to stay your own.
No,
and be
because I
yourself?
just want to stay. I'm very flexible. But I all day. Normal. So, but basically, I understand that about the system already. And, just taking one step at a
Your
time.
connections and your expertise from Nigeria helped you
Yes.
to get into the circle here?
Yes, that also helped a lot. When you say it's been easy, I find it very, like I said, I'm hearing it now, and I'm grateful because it's been 6 months, and if I count the things that I've done through, I'll be ungrateful to say it's not been easy. But trust me, the weights. So a lot of people just see some of these things and just say you are lucky, but if you know what this guy
I've been through.
I
How
have
many
been
shows
through
have you
this
done in
life.
total since you arrived Canada? Because I know a couple of shows. They've done a couple of shows, and
There are plenty. I don't even remember. There
say
are
you do
plenty.
show,
Okay, my own personal
like
show.
say you feature inside people's show.
Many. Honestly, I did
Wow.
Didon, I did Morris, I did Eagles, I did Basket, I did AY.
See these
Wow,
guys.
and the list
Then
goes
I've
on.
headlined a few shows in Moncton, of course, Laughing Mountain with Oke Bakassi. I've been to Moncton twice, their second edition. It's just been, many. Then Regina again, my big bros, hosted me there. It's been amazing, really. Really. See the way you are looking at me like,
Yeah, she's
I want to
impressed.
ask one funny question.
Yes.
Okay. Is you said you plan on, getting married, but it's because they always look at you like you are not being, I won't say serious, but so technically is Davidson single and searching? Okay.
Don't look at me.
I thought you were asking Carrie because the way you looked at
because I
her.
called your name. I said,
No, you were looking
is
at her when she
Davidson
asked that question.
single
Carrie, what do you
and
have to say?
is this single and searching?
Carrie said I shouldn't carry you into
this
this.
one now they will believe because you're on, so they will know that this time around is serious.
They should not worry.
Okay.
They should not worry. They should not take me serious. They should not worry.
Okay. He said we should not worry. So
No, it's
we
not
don't
you.
know- we
It's
don't
not
know.
you. Before you say I throw shit, the people that you say they should not worry. You people should not worry.
Okay. Let's go on a short commercial break. We'll be right back.
Are you looking for a media brand that offers top-notch media services for your events? Look no further than Waka Canada. Based in Ontario, Canada, Waka Canada offers media services globally. From event coverage to red carpet, photography to talent management, and even paparazzi of your event, Waka Canada has got you covered. And that's not all. Waka Canada also has a podcast series where you can advertise your brand to a global audience. So, whether you're planning a corporate event or a personal celebration, Waka Canada is the media brand for you. Need our media services? Simply send us a WhatsApp message on +1902 704 6143 or slide into our Instagram DMs at Waka_Canada. Waka Canada, your one-stop shop for all your media needs.
Welcome back to Celebrity Special. And we still have with us Davidson. He's still cracking us up, so I still have my water. So, Davidson, I think Carol said he wanted to ask you something before I cut you guys off.
Yeah, about the process for the stand-up comedy, how like I see that you have like a lot of TikTok content and you also do like stand-up comedy, and I just want to know like how you balance those things and how you go like to the stand-up comedy. How is the process? Like explain a little bit of your creative process for us.
My creative process is like an open, well, like it's just open. Anything can just come in. And so it's just me that will begin to filter it to see, because I have my do's and don'ts. There are certain things you will not see me do or see me
Okay.
say. Yes.
Like,
And maybe vulgarity, extremities, and all of
Okay.
that. So there are certain things you'll probably not see anywhere in my content or hear from me on stage. So that doesn't make it look bad anyway. Anybody else can do it. I mean, as far as okay, I'm being too serious now.
So, okay. Here in Canada, is there anything we should look forward to? Is there anything cooking? Is there anything in process coming from you as your brand?
As regards my stand up, I'll be doing my own tour next year, 2024. Yeah, I'll be doing like Davidson's proper show, first ever. I've never done a show in my life, sadly. Yeah, because it's a lot too. So it's not the people just.
But you have your bros now. You
Nah.
have those people.
Those people are there, but to come and be begging people to buy tickets, I will cry. I don't know how to do it too.
I know it's not easy.
It's not easy, but next year I'm just taking it upon myself. We're doing it. We're going on a tour.
Let's
City to city.
kick it off.
Normal to
Let's
normal.
kick it
Cross
off.
Canada, Ontario.
Yeah, across Canada.
That's
First.
what he said. That is a tour and everything.
Across Canada. Across Canada. It's gonna
And you're
be-
going to have like a theme. It's gonna be how's it gonna be?
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be a theme. It's gonna be a theme, and you know.
And we are
You still
expecting people
working
from
on
the
it?
outside.
Of course.
Lasisi, Elenu, right?
Oh.
Those people seem to be like your
Say it till we hear it. Say it till we hear it.
okay, like Elenu and Josh coming through for his
You
brother.
know, so yeah,
That'll
a
be
lot of all of
exciting,
that
eh?
next year. You know, planning that, and we're hoping that it's gonna be good.
You know, I was actually willing to ask you that Josh Too Funny is actually a concept that is really, really like keep everybody glued to their. I watch it from TikTok. I don't know where you.
Oh, you
guys
mean the
are-
audition?
YouTube.
The audition.
Okay.
I did
watch it
YouTube,
from
yes,
YouTube.
from
Mine is
YouTube.
from TikTok. Is there? Do you have any plan on building like a concept here in Canada?
Of course not that. That's his original work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just features on the content and all of that. So yeah, but if you, I have like series of I do content steady like on social media. So I'm planning my own. How do I not say this?
Say it now. It should be now be the first
No, I don't
ever
like.
on our show.
I don't like
I hear the first
anticipating.
No
It's
worry,
now
this one go
overrated.
work.
So
This
just
one go
you will
work.
just see it.
This one go work. You just tell us.
You will just see it. So basically, it is, a production. I hope to go into movie here too. I will start doing this big time. Like
nice.
yeah. I hope to shoot my own proper movie here too. So
Like, have you ever done anything? Have you ever acted before?
yeah. I'm an actor. Yeah, I've been done a couple of films and series. Before I came in here, we finished a TV series for Star Times. Yes, with Yo was the producer. Yo Ninja. Shout out to Yo Ninja.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and then
was
we
saying
had-
that too
it
before I
was,
left.
it was an amazing project. I mean, you need to see
That
it.
one too is funny.
You need
Are
to
we
see
going
it.
to see you singing on your tour?
Singing in
Yeah,
my tour?
Yes.
Who knows? I mean, if you pay me well, why not?
Oh, your show. Oh, your show.
Of course now. So of course, I'm dropping another hit track soon. Did I say that?
Yes.
No, don't.
So you're
No,
in the
don't take
studio
actually,
it.
again.
tell us a
I'm
little
going to
bit
the
more
studios.
about the music.
So the music thing is, I've never wanted to do anything music. I think it was a request because I like to pay attention to the feedback from my audience on social media. So I dropped a skit where this normal character, I don't complete my sentences. So I went to the studio to sing, and the producer was like, "Oh, yeah, go to the mic," and then I was just saying incomplete sentences. And he was mad because, what are you saying? I'm like, no man. I didn't know he was recording, honestly.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know he was actually recording the rubbish that I was doing on the mic.
So your rubbish now became.
So he
Became a
played
track.
it, and then we added it to the skit. And then as soon as I posted the skit, everybody was like, "This is a hit, drop the song." And I'm like, "You love the video, just like and go. Which one is drop the song?" I saw hundreds of comments, over 1,000 comments, and at least 500 was, "Drop this song, bro. It is a hit." The song was not more than 1 minute, 10 seconds, even till now.
So how many likes or how they do that thing? How many likes do you have on that video right now?
That video had over, as at 2021, where we seeing likes of views. It was views
sorry.
over like almost 50,000-60,000 views that time.
Wow, that's
2021, no, Abi? Yeah.
That's something.
So I called my producer immediately. Baba, we'll go drop that song. He said, come, let's do it well. I said, I may not be able to do it well again. No. That thing was just the way it came. Let's drop it. He said, oh yeah, but are you sure? I said, let's just drop it. Make them leave me. So I dropped it and that was it. Like the way the song blew out of my hand still today. They still play it in radio stations. They still play it everywhere. People still use it in their videos and I'm like, and then the second one it was not even intentional. It was just the play was the trend. And so a friend of mine that plays guitar just came in and said, you know what, why don't, Baba, let's do this together. I'm like, what? So,
Freestyle.
He was just doing it. I was just singing, just the play, just the play. And that was it. We just sang that one about 2-3 minutes, posted it. That one was a hit. Super viral. And then it just, the plan. Anyone who had to plan, to make sense because I'm a perfectionist. So when I plan too much, I'll then be removing something. No, this one might not. And before all those things that you're removing
might just be the juicy part of it.
So sometimes I just like to just do it, man. It works. If it doesn't work, I mean, I'm not under pressure anyway.
So, Davidson, what advice do you have for, young talents that are actually deciding to come into Canada and still continue with their comedy thing? Would you advise them that in the sense that it's easy, let them come, or this is it, you just have to take it easy, you'll get there? What advice do you have for them?
Young comedians that wants to come to Canada to do comedy, let me warn you, it's not easy.
Wow.
Yes, I'm just privileged to have said, I mean, I'll just be more grateful now that you've said that, it is, you see, because sometimes you need people to look into your life to understand that, okay, you are actually favored and all of that, especially when you are too clouded with, some things like that. So just know that it's not easy. Let me warn you. The industry here is not so big. There are not a lot of people. And then maybe that's why a lot of people don't believe in the comedy industry here, like the Nigerian comedy industry here. So they rather call an artist from Nigeria and pay you millions. And then you here, they rather tell you. And I mean, someone was going to pay me last year. Like, come, if you can come, we'll do your visa. Was going to pay me, I think, 3,000. And this same person was calling me for an event here and was telling me, I'm going to give you 300 now. I'm like, am I your God? Why are you giving me the tithe of what you told me last year?
So do you see comedy here in Canada better, or is getting better than comedy in Nigeria?
No comparison, but the Nigeria that I left, in fact, like the Nigeria they hot now, guys are working.
Yeah.
There are a lot of comedians now that are working, like young, talented comedians that you probably have never heard of. But these guys are working like
and are cashing out.
Maybe not necessarily because it's all cashing out. I mean, do you want to talk of social media like skit making? Yeah, that's like blood money now. So
yeah, in Nigeria, that's it.
That's a big deal. And so now the beauty of social media is that you don't need anybody to the world is your oyster. Just do what you want from the comfort of your home, and
compared to this place,
compared to here, it's like everybody is too serious here in this Canada.
Do you think that's what is missing to make comedy bigger here in Canada?
Yeah,
like people are too serious.
Yeah, they're too serious, and they rather not. I mean, no disrespect, but
just try.
They'd rather pay you in naira than pay you in dollars. I was forced to ask one was ready to pay me good money in naira. I'm like, convert it to dollars. He can't smile and say, you don't cash me, But the truth is that they don't know how to, because they feel like, why will I pay you so much? But why will I pay you this, even though they feel you deserve? And so I just told one person one time, I said, my brother, you're not paying me because I started comedy today in Canada. I've been coming. Okay, so one actually compared me to a white guy and said, I know how much a white guy told me one time. Like, this guy probably started 2-3 years ago. Probably.
White joke is different from black joke.
No, they are good. Don't play. Somebody that has been doing this year, you don't expect. I know, like I told you, I once charged 200. He moved to 1,000, 10,000. So if at this stage I'm still charging 10,000 naira, you should call me a goat now. It means I'm not growing now. So
Anyway, so before we call it a day, we want to hear a joke from you. Don't give me that look.
how do you hear a joke of me like this?
I
Try,
like a lot.
try.
I liked a lot the one on Instagram that you were a teacher and you were like a Nigerian teacher. You remember that one?
Oh, okay. That's like one of my
And you,
research.
like, everyone every immigrant at least can relate with that one.
Of
Doesn't
course.
need to be from Nigeria because I was laughing so much because that's how we do.
Yeah, that's like teaching teaching English with an Edo accent, actually. So, no, it's hard when you put a comedian on the spot, like this audition or interview, and say, "Make me laugh." That's like putting a gun to my head and say your money or your life, because the truth is that that's when everybody becomes more serious.
More
like,
serious,
okay,
yeah. Waiting for you.
they're waiting for that punchline, then you're under pressure, and that's what we don't like. Like, just leave us. Because if I were like a boxer, would you approach me and say, "Oh, you're a boxer.
Yeah,
Right.
box
Can
me,
you
yeah.
box me? Can you beat me up?" I'm sure you don't want to do that, right?
No.
Or if
no.
if I'm a doctor, you just see me and say, "Doctor, choke me now."
Thank you so much, Davidson. You've really cracked me up and you've really made my day. We really appreciate you coming to our studio.
Yeah, thank you
we look
so
forward
much.
to. You've not given it a tag yet, but we look forward to your coming show, 2024, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
And keep being grateful. You're really blessed.
Thank you so
I
much.
tell you that you're really blessed. I've heard people's story. Like, the first thing is, it's not been easy, but for you, God has been grateful to you. So
Thank you for your commitment to make us laugh. We all know how we needed to laugh, like sometimes of the day. Last some days that we do need to. I think it's a very important job, the entertainment
Yeah.
one. Like you see and it lights up your day, right? And
True.
seeing your jokes and see everything that you do, it helps a lot of people for sure out there. So thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for sharing
So
your
just
joy with us.
Throw one word for your people out there.
For my people out there, thank you. All my fans and followers, thank you. And for this, hearing this alone, it's something that I'm probably gonna go back and be more grateful for. I just thought I should share this before I go. When I came into Canada, like I told you, I have a lot of people here. I get friends, childhood friends, big people, but I don't know how, my spirit just shut everything up and said, you know what, just go, enter. And when I landed into Canada, the people I stayed with for the first 4 or 5 months were people that I have never seen in my life.
Wow.
It was a last minute call, like, "Hey, my guy is coming. He will stay with you. You're closer to his school than anybody else." And that was it. And then they were very good to me. I remember that, for the first 4 months in Canada, I was sleeping in the kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah, very interesting journey. I was sleeping in the kitchen and I would travel, go out, meet these. They would see pictures. I'd be like, "Bro, we didn't know you were like this. We didn't know you were this
Big.
You were a deal. Like, people know you were this big. And for you to now even still be staying in this condition is like, bro." And it dawned on me that it was just a process, really. Like, it wasn't something. Even when at some point I had the money to even get a new place and I look for a house. Like, this one in Canada. I'm sure God said it wasn't ready that time. It wasn't time. I was like, what is this? But then I was just enjoying the process because that's what I always do when I can't do anything about anything. I'll just be going. And then, it's just been beautiful ever since.
Thank God.
Small by
Thank God.
small by small. So if you expect that you will just come into Canada and brrr like that, I've heard a lot of people's stories, probably 10 times worse than mine. But, everybody's story cannot be the same. You might just come in and just overnight.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. All right, we have come to the end of today's episode of Celebrity Special, and it's been fun all through with Davidson and also my co-host Caroline. Thank you for
Thank you,
the
guys.
beautiful
Thank you
smile.
all. It was amazing.
And to my viewers out there, till we'll see again. Remain blessed.
Are you looking for a media brand that offers top-notch media services for your events? Look no further than Waka Canada. Based in Ontario, Canada, Waka Canada offers media services globally. From event coverage to red carpet, photography to talent management, and even paparazzi of your event, Waka Canada has got you covered. And that's not all. Waka Canada also has a podcast series where you can advertise your brand to a global audience. So, whether you're planning a corporate event or a personal celebration, Waka Canada is the media brand for you. Need our media services? Simply send us a WhatsApp message on +1902 704 6143 or slide into our Instagram DMs at Waka_Canada. Waka Canada, your one-stop shop for all your media needs.